Hi, Lenny. Hi, Tarari.
Hi,
Hi,
guys.
Neelam. Hi, it's good to see you here. Hong Kong, right?
Sorry. Bombay.
Bombay, okay.
Yeah. 1 second. Is this recording, this meeting?
No,
No, no.
The meeting will be recorded, but the video files will be deleted straight after the meeting. So we'll only keep the audio.
It's a default of
How can we get a copy of it?
That hasn't been discussed yet.
Okay, thank you.
Karen,
Hi, how are you?
hi. By the way,
Well,
Well,
can everybody hear me? Everybody mute themselves, please. Okay, great.
Brian, I can't hear you. My fault. Sorry. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, let's try this again. Welcome everyone to Israel's first English Area Online Convention. We are so excited that we have members from all over the world participating in our first online convention. Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone who helped bring this thing together, to thank the various committee members, such as Yaakov, who is here on this right now, Mark, who did the graphics, Francine, who handled the women's meeting, Ilan, who did the tech, and the rest of the committee members. So thank you very much. I'd like to say a few opening words. Just in general, if you have any questions about the schedule, I will post the regularly the schedule so that you guys can see it. It's a Google Doc. If you have any questions, you can go there. If you have any concerns, if you see any Zoom bombers, please try to reach out to us. Although everybody is muted, you can send a message to the host. This Zoom room is being recorded. It is recorded audio and video. As soon as we confirm the audio, the video will be deleted. It is also being YouTube streamed. That also is private. There's only 2 people who have the logins. That will also be deleted. So the only thing that will survive in this convention is the audio. We ask that you do not record this. So I first would like to start out by for us to say the Serenity Prayer, have a moment of silence for those who are not here, who want to be here or can't be here or don't have the willingness, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer, silently to yourself. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay, so anyway, I took this service on. The story is that several months back, about 6 months, we wanted to have our first English area convention, actually a face-to-face convention. Our area has been around for a little over 3.5 years. We wanted to have a face-to-face convention, and we just couldn't get it together. It was either too expensive, we couldn't find the place, and so it didn't happen. And so a couple months ago, we had the benefit. Our higher power showed us the way and allowed us to put together this online convention. And we found it to be a lot easier to put together than a face-to-face convention because this area has already been sponsoring the Zoom account for one of our online meetings for a couple of years now. So we've had a lot of experience in that. So I took the service to be the chairperson of this convention. I can't say that this hasn't been without challenges. I think it's what Spider-Man says is, you know, with greater power becomes greater responsibility. So also, I think Spider-Man had a lightning rod in his hand, because I've been a little bit hit with some lightning bolts over the past, you know, month and few weeks, and even today. It's been a real challenge, to say the least. But you know, it gave me an opportunity to look within, to find out, why are we doing this online convention? Why am I doing the service? Why are the people of the committee doing the service? And early on in recovery, and how do I know early on in recovery? Because I get the opportunity through going to meetings regularly to hear other new people speaking early on in recovery, that typically people like us, I only can speak for myself, we suffer from an obsession with self. And so everything is directed towards ourself. So if we get a criticism, it's because of us. And if somebody's talking, they're talking about us. And if somebody is complaining, they're only complaining to us. And so I've had the opportunity to experience that in the process of doing service, and to understand that it's not about self. It's not about me. It's an opportunity to find, to get past the self, and to understand why we are really here and why this convention is really happening. And it boils down to the primary purpose that we're here is to carry the message to the addict who still suffers. And so the addict who still suffers could be a newcomer who's the most important person at any meeting, because we can only keep what we have, giving it away. Or it could be someone with 20 years clean who's also suffering. That's also, you know, because I thought that if you had that much clean time, then you're not suffering anymore. Well, then if they're not suffering, then why do they keep going out after 20 years? So to get past self and find out why we come to this convention, we come together to try to carry the message and to carry what we've been given. And so what I've been given is the only promise that this program has to offer, and that's freedom from active addiction, just for today. So just for today, I don't think of using most of the time. I don't have, most likely, if I can make it from now until the time I go to bed, I'll get another day clean. And just like the first step says, is every clean day is a successful day, no matter what happened. So if you have a clean day today, that means you're working the program, you know, and the rest of it is just gravy. And so I think the most important thing that I've gotten out of doing service for the convention is that concept. The concept is that I have freedom from active addiction, and it's my responsibility as a recovering addict to try to find other people that to also give them that promise of freedom from active addiction. And the rest of it is just noise. Yes, there's step working, there's steps, there's sponsorship, there's fellowship, there's relationship with higher power, but all that comes down to one thing, and that's freedom from active addiction. And that's what I wanted when I got here, and frankly, that's what I have. I have freedom from active addiction. Other programs may say there's other promises, but not NA. That's the one thing. Now, there are some of the topics that we have on the board. One of them is that says that we'll be sharing. Larry's going to be sharing happy, joyous, and free. Are you kidding me? You know, there's even times when I'm happy, joyous, and free, and that's like an extra bonus, because when I got here, I wasn't happy, joyous, and free. I wasn't happy, and I wasn't joyous, and I wasn't free. But to be all three of them at the same time, that's a real miracle. And so I guess, you know, the two things that I would want to impart with the people who are here in the convention, whether you're, you know, new to recovery with 1 day clean, or, you know, I know that there's at least one person here with over 35 years clean, is that you can, you know, the message is hope and the promise is freedom. That's exactly what we say. So that you too can have hope and freedom from active addiction and actually live happy, joyous, and free. And so if we can, as a convention here and as a group conscience and as a representative of the area, if we could accomplish those things today, then I think we've accomplished what we're here for. Finally, I want to thank the English area who have sponsored the Zoom account, pays for the Zoom account, paid for the extra capacity for the Zoom account, and the people the treasurer Henry, who make sure that the money gets spent in all the right places and not in all the wrong places. And this convention would not be happening without the area. And the area, we should be pretty grateful that the function of the area is to open up and to carry on the message to English speakers in Israel and obviously now throughout the world. So although this time slot was slotted for 15 minutes, I'm notoriously the type of person who likes to share the time. So we have 5 minutes until the next meeting and next speaker. We will turn on the chat. And if you have anything that you would like to add, or if you like to, we have a meet and greet at 4:30, but if you'd like to add something, please feel free. And I want to thank everybody for doing service. Thanks.
Thank you, Brian.